A few months ago I was pretty critical about a Squier 40th anniversary telecaster that I reviewed, and some of you did not agree with my harsh views in the comment section. But I don't have anything against Squier, and like I said in that video, I've owned and played ones that were great. Even more so, I bought a Squier again, this time directly from Fender at a Black Friday sale, even cheaper than the already heavily discounted 40th anniversary model I tried. And this time I'm actually keeping it. I'm actually putting it up against the Fender version of this guitar to answer the age-old question, is a Squier really better or worse than its Fender counterpart? To start off, let's start with the metal position on both. As you might have noticed, I'm playing in an open tuning, open D flat to be exact. I bought the Fender version of this guitar to use in this tuning and it has proven to work really well, so I got the Squier version as a backup. Both were set up in the same way by the same luthier, but as the more recent purchase, the Squier of course has newer strings. The only upgrade on the Squier are compensated brass saddles by ABM, everything else is stock. With the Fender I switched the entire wiring harness and replaced the bridge pickup for a Seymour Duncan broadcaster pickup, and it also has the same saddles that the Squier has. And even though I paid way less for both guitars, usually this would be a $450 guitar against a guitar that's almost $1,000 more expensive with upgrades. Both in the middle position and on the neck position, I didn't hear a huge difference, but I can hear that the Squier has newer strings. With the Fender, I have the tone control of the neck pickup and the volume control of the bridge pickup rolled off a little bit in order to give me the balance that I want with this guitar. As the Fender has upgraded pads with a better taper and dot markers for all the knobs, all of which the Squier lacks, it was a bit harder to match them. I did my best to match the Squier by ear, but the margins are pretty narrow in comparison. But let's check the bridge pickup for the next comparison. Still doesn't seem like a big world of difference, even though the Fender has an upgraded bridge pickup. I do feel like the Fender has a bit more definition and note separation, which the Squier lacks, but not in a shocking amount. I do notice it makes me play a bit different on both though. All in all, one does wonder how much difference this would make in a mix. So let's do exactly that and throw both guitars into a mix with a slide, play it dirty and clean, and see how much difference it makes afterwards. Still not a huge difference, although I think that the Fender sounds a bit more balanced, although that can change once the strings on the Squier are played in a bit more. But let's push it to the limit and see how both hold up once the mix gets busier. Tone-wise, there's not a lot between them, and the Squier does an excellent job, and I'm happy I got it. Does it make me regret getting the Fender and upgrading it if the sound difference isn't as big as the price difference? No, and here's why. The Fender feels better, it has a nicer neck shape, the hardware is more decent, the tuners feel more sturdy and keep the guitar in tune better, the new electronics and dot markers make it easier to control the sounds of this guitar. It all just feels and works better when playing this guitar. But the Squier is no slouch and plays better than I thought, especially for the steel I was able to buy this guitar for. At this price point, Fender didn't seem to care at all though, as the guitar was very badly packaged. The neck wasn't screwed on properly and one of the screw holes even had to be filled, and the setup was pretty much non-existent. But after some TLC by my luthier, this guitar is great for what I paid for it. As you heard, in terms of sound it comes more than close enough to my Fender, and in terms of feel it's different but not a whole lot worse. They even almost weigh the same. Although this is once again proof for me that Fender really has to improve their quality control, whether it's on their Squier or Fender guitars. That's all for now, let me know what you think in the comments down below, and while you're down there please like, subscribe, hit the bell icon, and I'll see you next time.